And now we can start with the reviews. The first one that we are going to check is coming from Timo, and I think that Timo created this project on his own, this portfolio on his own. I like that it's minimal, it's simple, and I can see everything that I would like to see in a portfolio. But let's start from the beginning. We have Timo S and Office Home. So, passion for technology, then we have hey, I'm Timo S, and we have like that beautiful emoji. And I'm a young, dedicated computer science student who has a great passion for system engineering and backend solutions. I'm not going to read the full text here, but as I've read it, I think that it's well written. I didn't find like any mistakes or something that could be improved. It's a really nice job there. The second part is some of my skills and strengths. When somebody is writing sum of, I'm expecting to see somewhere like the full list. Why did you decide to include here only some of your skills and strengths? Maybe you have like too many skills and strengths and you don't find them appropriate here, or I don't know what, but I would prefer maybe something simpler like skills and strengths, and that's it. Maybe you don't need this sum of. And hello guys in the chat. You're not late, man. Like we just started like less than 30 seconds ago, I think. I'm not sure. But yep. So let's keep going on. And you know, guys, the drill. If you have like any suggestion, feel free to comment, and I will do my best to read it as soon as possible. So let's continue with a review. The first thing is software development. Now, because this is blue, I would expect to be clickable, but it's not. So here I would say that the color, that blue color, is not the best option, because here, for example, on HTML, CSS and JavaScript, I can click on that. So mentally I think that I can also click you know, the previous thing, that software development thing, but I cannot. So I would suggest you here to change the color. Maybe you can do it just a bold color as this one, but definitely not blue. And you can also probably make this with bullet points, so I can read that even easier. So you have web design, front-end with, native apps with, blockchain, compiler construction with, and data science with. Okay, this is like again a nice compilations of projects, and this is a cool thing. Then you have system engineering. Again, as I said earlier, just change that color, stick to black and bold. I think it's the best thing. And again, here just use some bullets. I think that it will work better. Continuing, we have my open source projects. Oh, another small thing that I forgot to mention is that here you want to open in a new tab all of your links, and not just, you know, clicking and going into that website, because as I have mentioned in the previous reviews, we want the user to always stay in your portfolio or project, and we don't want the user to be transferred into another website. So really, I think that this is a small change, that it's like you can do it with HTML, so it's not really a big deal. Just keep your users on your website. Let's continue now with my open source projects, or again, you could like even delete the my and keep only open source projects. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, and of course you have also view all. I don't know why you have those with colors and these 3 don't have a color. I would prefer to see some more color. Some maybe like you can have here a green, an orange, a pink, or any other color, but it's nice that I can see, you know, some color, because it's black and white, which as I said is cool, it's minimal, I get your vibe, but sometimes adding some colors is also a nice thing. Let's click on that one. As I said, I'm being transferred into GitHub, and we don't want that. We want your user to stay inside your own page, so probably just do the thing that I mentioned earlier with a new tab. Cool. And you could also maybe add an image or give some more information right here on that page, so I could see more information about what you actually built. Cool. So now we have appearances and achievements. About the appearances, I'm not sure I understand what exactly you mean. Maybe you mean that a project of yours or an article of yours was in a magazine or something like that? Or do you mean yourself, like you appeared somewhere, maybe in a conference or something like that? I'm not really sure. I think you mean about projects. Your projects were hosted somewhere, which is kind of cool. Let's right click right here and see this Arctic Code Void contributor. Okay, hi, it's me, Timo S. Again, I guess that this is your project, so really good job there. But maybe try to change that word here. I don't know what exactly do you mean, but you know what you mean. So yeah. Continuing, we have 2020, 2019, really good job there. You should start from the most recent one and going back. So we are going chronologically. So again, this is a nice job here. Then we have a recent blog post, and you continue here with, if I'm not wrong, with your most recent blog post, but you don't write that anywhere. So although you have here recent blog posts, so this is plural, you only have one blog post. So you could write here something like my most recent blog post, and then also change the font size, the font style of your title, because now is like I'm reading a title here and also a title here. I don't know, guys, in the comments if you have like a suggestion, like feel free to add it, because maybe this is just only my opinion, but my general suggestion would be to change the title right here, because otherwise it looks a lot like this one and we don't want that. Okay, so here you have a post, a blog post. Maybe you could add some images and some other information. And then you have view more. If I click onto that, I will be transferred again into your GitHub account. Again, this is cool, but as we said, we don't really want that. You have about this place, welcome to my personal website, and blah blah blah. This is all nice and good. And here you have your social stuff. You could write social media links, and you could here have only GitHub, so not view code on GitHub, and send me an email. You could only have like an email or your email address. Okay, I think that's it for now. And let's very quickly check it in a mobile form. Okay, guys, as a general suggestion, I would always propose that you should check your websites and your projects in a mobile phone, because more and more users are using their mobiles to check different kind of information. And here I think that Timo has done like a nice job. Everything works out fine. Okay, the appearances maybe not work so fine, but before we could see that, so that's okay. Let's close that and let's check it that way. I think that it does look good. I don't know what is the problem with your menu. Maybe you didn't link everything appropriately, so that's why maybe this thing isn't working as it should work. But all in all, I think that you did a nice work. Alright, guys, that was it with Timo's project, and we will continue with our next one, which, I don't know, I don't really understand the language. So this is our second project, okay? Let's forget about Timo's project. Here, well, I'm not understanding exactly what I'm seeing, so maybe if anyone like from the audience like can understand this language, please let me know, because I don't understand exactly what I'm about to review, so I'm afraid that my review can't be like very good or very on point. But I don't know, guys, please let me know also about what you think. So the project that we are going to see right now is sent to me by Suraz. I hope that I'm pronouncing the name correctly. And okay, what we have here is State Portal, Test Series, and Cheat Pod Hub. I don't understand what's that. Maybe it's something like Connect. I'm not sure really, If you guys can help me, again, feel free to write something into the comments, because I'm not sure if I can do a really good job here. I was checking that website before we start the live stream, and I didn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe there are too many information that my brain can't handle. Usually we want simple stuff that the user will see and will understand like immediately. Anyway, here we have welcome to and the name of the website, and we have also 2 exclamation marks. I'm not sure why we have those exclamation marks. I'm not sure why we need them. Okay, that was the first thing. The second thing is that it says select your state. I'm clicking, but it doesn't do anything. So I understand that I should select my state from here, although I would expect to have a panel here, a drop down menu or something like that, so I can select my state. Let's say that I'm not going to do that, so I will just continue a little bit below. At first sight, although, I have to say that this was a bit distracting for me, as it's scrolling all the time. It distracts me from the most important information. Let's say that we can continue with that without selecting a state, because like I don't know anything about these states right here. So we will continue with government, job, digital services, and education services. I don't understand why some things are written in English and why some things is this Arabic? I really don't know. Guys, in the comments, if you know the language, please let me know. But my suggestion in general for that side would be to be a little bit more careful about the grammarly and the mistakes in English, because I don't know the other language. And also a lot of times you have space and then dot. You don't need that, just don't leave a space here. But the other thing that you should really improve, and I think that this should be the biggest thing that you should change, is to separate the languages. Make one version of your site in English and another version of your site in that other language, and up here you could have the languages, so it will be like much more useful for the user. So please, okay, Hindi. Thank you guys. Thank you guys in the comments that you mentioned it's Hindi, because I don't understand anything. Yeah, so my biggest suggestion here would be to translate the site, have like these 2 languages, so the user so it's easier for the user to navigate. But yeah, guys, thank you really much. Thank you a lot, actually. Okay, continuing a little bit more, we have here all for you. You can get latest governmental jobs notifications with various information such as gov vacancies, eligibility, state and central governmental jobs, and important dates. So here you don't have a dot, whereas in the other cases you do have a dot. So again, just be a little bit careful with the dots. Secondly, you have again here a space, but you don't need it. So every time, just be a little bit more careful with your spaces. Thirdly, you can make the font size a little bit bigger, as I feel that it's quite small, and also probably you can change the font family. Maybe do something not only bigger, but something more bold or with more weight. Okay. Again, I mentioned that thing about the language, which should be separately, and the 6th thing should be to again be a little bit more careful with your grammarly mistakes. I feel here that you say can get latest gov jobs. Probably you mean governmental jobs about the government or something like that. But why don't you write the full word? Because I don't think that this is an actual word. And the same goes for all of these 3 panels. Okay, a man in the comments says that's the exact thing as typed in English, just next to it. Yeah, thank you. I guess that like it's the same thing, but I don't think that for a person as me that doesn't know Hindi, it's easy to understand that thing. And I think that if the website was either in English or in Hindi, it would be like much more useful for the user, because probably you know Hindi, so you don't need to see the English version. And yeah, gov is government, I know that, but I don't think that for all of the users it's the same thing. And when you want to have something serious, you really don't want this like small word. Just type the whole thing, type government. I don't think that it's such a big deal. I don't know, do you agree with me? It's nice to have a conversation, and you don't have to agree with me. Obviously everyone can have like their own opinion. I just truly believe that if we're talking about something serious, and if we want people to get us serious, then we should be really careful with our English, with our grammar mistakes and stuff like that. Yeah, thank you. If you guys are not sure about how to type something or anything, just type something that you want, then just go to Google. And no, this is Timo's project. Okay, just go to Google and you will see if something is correct or not. Okay, I think that it's simple as that. Okay, let's continue a little bit more. We have free resume, CV, or bio data maker. And then it says this is not clickable, although because it's blue, again, mentally I would believe that I can click on that thing. I would believe that this is a button. Sorry, although I'm trying to click it and it's not clickable, but it looks like a button. Okay, now we can continue. Here everyone can create your resume with very simple way. And then you have like one dot, but also some spaces. And U is written wrong, so be careful with that U. And you can create wedding, bio data, male and female both. And also this is not very well written. Probably you would like to say something and you can create wedding, bio data, male and female. That's it, you don't need both, and you just need a dot here next to female. You have to create a professional resume and create wedding bio data. Okay, so this is actually a button and we can click here. I clicked on that, so let's see what we have here. Okay, here is bio data. Go back to home, name, father's name. Okay, I do like that, and I can change it. I can type whatever I like. The other thing that I like here is that it's big, the font size, it's big, so I can see everything very, very clear and very nicely. So nice job here. When I'm done, I can click on download bio data. That's cool, but the small thing, the small detail that I don't like that much is that we have in the background this animation or this image that is being floated, but at the same time this can be a little bit distracting. So as I'm filling here my data and my information, I don't know, I think that I'm getting a little bit distracted by this moving image right here. So I'm going to close that tab and go back. Let's check the professional resume. And case curriculum vitae, resume 2020, you can add a section, you can remove a section. Okay, this actually looks pretty good. So again, I think that here you did a really nice job. I don't know, guys, in the comments if you have like a different opinion than mine. As always, feel free to mention it, but I do believe that here we can see like a really nice job. Okay, cool. I will keep that in mind if I ever want to change my resume. I have like a really nice idea here. Okay, let's continue a little bit more. We have 3 more sections here with visit portal, and visit portal, PAN card, driving license, and birth certificate. Let's just click on the first one, which is the birth certificate. Oops, sorry guys for that. And okay, again we can see here some things. I guess this is about to create your birth certification, which is nice and cool. We have latest Sudoku jobs. I'm not sure exactly what's that, but yeah, let's continue more. And then you have the daily quiz. Click here, and the test series. Let's just click here on the test series and see what's all about. Again, you have some mistakes, and here I checked that before. in the grammar and how you make your sentences, so please be a little bit more careful, like really please be a little bit more careful. For example, here you have a dot, so I would expect that the next letter would be a capital one, and you don't always have to say so click to the blue button to take the exam. I think that this is something obvious, so you don't really need that thing. If the user doesn't need the information, just really delete it. There is no point in giving them more than they really need. Anyway, so I just clicked on the test series, which is like this thing right here, online free test series. Select your target test series, and okay, here we have a lot of things. I'm not going to do any of that, but I think that you get the point. So as we are getting down, we're almost in the end. We have digital services, all governmental job info, and here you have a dot, although in the 3 other parts you don't have a dot. All Indian state services and free education. Okay, cool. Yeah, now as I see in the comment, it says this is a really big project, must have taken a lot of time. Yes, I agree with that. It's a really big project, and I think that a team of people built that because it's really something very big, and because it has like a lot of governmental stuff, as far as I can understand. Maybe also some people from the government was in it, or like were in it, because like really there are a lot of things. But again, as I said in the beginning of this review, I think that the biggest problem of that particular website is that it's like it has English and Hindi all at the same time, and it's a bit difficult for someone that doesn't know Hindi. Yes, maybe they can go to Google Translate, but this is not the most practical way. So it would be like much more simple if it was like only in English or only in Hindi, and then with a button we could change the languages. Okay, then we have trusted by 100 plus people, and we have Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. Like really cool thing here. I'm not going to read all of these things right now, but I would suggest you to read them once again, and I'm pretty sure that you will find some sentences that could be improved. Okay, and I think that this is it. I could check a lot more stuff on that website, but as you guys said, like this is like a really big project, so I'm afraid that I cannot check everything. And okay, now I see in the comments, the way it's named, it seems to be fully government side. Yeah, I have also that impression. I wouldn't say that it's like a really governmental site, because I would expect that if it would be governmental, some mistakes wouldn't be there, like some mistakes with the grammar, some mistakes, I don't know, other things. I don't think that it would be there. So I believe that this is just a job from some people that they wanted to create something nice. I'm not going to check it in a mobile form because I don't think that it's going to be an easy work. I guess that some things are going to be working fine, but probably some other things will have an issue. Very quickly, I'm going to say that, okay, like it seems nice, but from the other hand, it's not like very efficient for the user to just scroll down, because a phone, it's a small thing. Again, it's not really easy for the other person to just scroll, and here for me maybe it's easy because I'm not going to read everything. But if I was like truly interested into that website and I was like truly wanted to read everything, I think that it would take me so much time to do so. So just keep the basic things and remove everything else. Okay, so this is just my suggestion. Okay guys, give me quick give me a second to shut down my air conditioner because it's too hot right now. Okay, now it's closed and we can continue with our third project for the day. And I don't know if we have like any new viewer, just feel free to check in the description box or in the chat and see what we are all about. And I hope that you guys in the chat are still here with me and we are ready to start another review. This review is going to be about the coding wand, and it's coming to us from Assis, if I'm not mistaken, or if I'm not pronouncing that name wrongly. And again, we are not talking about the portfolio as we usually do, but we are talking about another big project. That's why I said, guys, that today I want you to have like a lot of time, because we are reviewing some big projects and we are not talking only about portfolios. So the first thing that I would say here is that I like the colors, I like the animations, I think that it's a modern website, and all in all there is some good work here and some people that really like to work on this kind of stuff. So as far as I understood by checking that website, we're talking about some people who want to help students or companies with their code, with their project, and they can help pretty much with everything. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. We have the About Us section. I've already read it before. I'm not going to do it again. But the only thing that I will read, so we are all on the same page, is the last sentence that says, "We help students and professionals to upskill and bridge the gap between academic knowledge and industry expectation." So I really like that quote, and I truly believe that these people have a good job by doing that. We have Why Choose Us, expert faculty, live interactive sessions, blah blah blah. I already checked those things, they are good. And continuing a little bit more, we have the features, we have live and interactive. I'm not sure that I understand that one, but okay, maybe someone else does. Help support, regular feedback, and again, all these things are written in a nice way. So yep, good job there. I don't think that I would change anything. Continuing again a little bit more, we are in the courses, so our online courses which will help you become a coding wizard. Okay, again, I'm not sure I understand the first word here, but everything else, it's like well written, and I didn't find a lot of mistakes in the grammarly, in the spelling. I don't know, the sentences did make sense to me. So again, overall, a really nice job. If I had to change something, and only if, I would make the font size a little bit bigger. I think that it would make it better and easier for the user to read everything. So I will continue now with the testimonials and what our students say. You have some things here which is all nice and good. Here I have like a couple of suggestions, and I see here the double quotes. So my first suggestion is, why not using like a quotation here and not that double quote? Like you could have only one of those. Then I can have the name, which is okay, and then placed at Amazon, or here for example at Zebra Technologies, or here at Microsoft. I'm not sure that I understand the placed at. Do you mean that they work at those companies, or I don't know, probably you mean that they work at those companies, but I don't know why you have like placed. Okay, that is about the testimonials. And if I continue a little bit more, we have Meet the Wizards, which is the team. Although I do like the Meet the Wizards, in general, I prefer seeing like the same term here and here. So if here you are a team, then I like to see here the team. If I see here what our students say, then I like also here what are the students say, or the opposite, testimonials and testimonials. Because again, this is a mental thing. Our mind sees something here or read something here, and then they want to see the exact same thing like right here. So this is like, I don't know, I think that everyone should follow that rule, that if they write something on the title, in the menu, they should stick to that on their paragraph, on their element, or I don't know, again in that section. In the wizards, we have like these three people. I think that the first one sent me that project. Yep, it was the first one that sent me that project. And he like just asked for color and UX improvement. I think that for the color you did a really nice job, and especially picking up the blue color. Again, it's a nice addition. So keep that. And I don't know, guys, like if you know that, but blue color is really important when you are building things that have to do with other people. For example, like having your mind Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, they are all blue. Do you think that this is a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence, okay? And let's go down below. We have the get in touch, and here there is a Google form. Okay, we also have some content info. This is also pretty cool. And then we have the social media. Okay, guys, so my last suggestion here is about the social media. I checked the Twitter and I also checked the Instagram, and I have to say that as a new brand you want to have everywhere the same image, because this is how people are going to remember you. And here, for example, we have like a white background, but here we have the dark blue background, and here we don't have any favicon, we don't have like any, I don't know, any logo or anything. So my suggestion would be to have a favicon and have a logo and keep that logo everywhere. So keep that logo here on your website, keep the logo on Twitter, and keep the logo on Instagram, and keep the logo on YouTube, and really everywhere. So yeah, in general it is a really nice work. I like enjoyed seeing that project, and as I can understand in the comments, as Tech with Dennis says, yeah, it is like a nice project, and like I would enjoy seeing that one again. It's a really nice work. So yeah, maybe the responsiveness isn't great, but I'm not really sure why. I don't think that it has a problem, the responsiveness should be there, but maybe it's because it's still loading. Okay, we will continue, and I'm not going through the inspector because we have more works to see. So I hope that you're enjoying this long review of projects. And I don't know if you have like any new viewers, then please check the description box, because there you will find a way to participate, and you can have like a free review of your project. And also feel free to chat in the description box, in the chat, so I can read your comments and like we can have like a proper conversation. I also saw in the comments that somebody said like, can anyone here tell me how to start the 100 days of code challenge? If you guys have like more questions like this, then when I finished with all the reviews, I will go through the chat and I will start answering all of your questions. So just please be a little bit patient and stick with me until the end, and I will answer your questions. Alright? I hope that's okay by you. So now let's keep checking projects. We have 2 more projects. This one is by Tanvish, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So we have some projects that I worked on. The first thing actually is, hey, I am Tanvish, an India-based full-stack developer. Okay, cool. Maybe I would also prefer to see an image of yours, like a photo of yours. And I'm not sure that I like this green color. Maybe it's a personal preference, but maybe you could do something else. Maybe you have that green color because as I checked, you usually use that green, because like you have it here, you have it here. So I can see a connection, but I'm just not really sure if it does the trick for me. Anyway, this is like probably something like more personal and not like a general opinion that a UX or a UI designer would have. But my general suggestion would be to add your social media links somewhere here, and as far as I can understand, probably that green thing is an image, so maybe find a better way to have that onto your website. Okay, let's continue with some projects that I worked on. Go ahead, click on these. Okay, when somebody says some projects, I'm always wondering why did that person chose to show only those particular projects. I mean, and if it's not only that, like where can I find the rest of your projects? Here, for example, I can only see 2 projects. I don't think that, okay, oh sorry, also 3 projects, so this and this. I thought that there were only 2 because with this arrow that it's showing below, I thought that there were only these 2 and not this one as well. But it's okay, let's try to visit that project as well. Okay, I'm being transferred to another page. This is nice. I really wanted to see that. We're not going to check that one for now. We can also see that there is a card with some information. Again, cool job. I don't mind seeing that. It's a good thing. And I guess the same thing we have here for education and medical. Okay, nice thing, but this arrow isn't really helpful. And the other thing is that make your boxes like a little bit more clear, maybe add some shadow or a different background color as you have here, because I think that this looks much better than these 2. And also have a link for the rest of your project, because as you mentioned here there are only a few of your projects and not everything. Okay, then you have the About Me section, which says, currently on my 2nd year of computer science bachelor and learning new technologies, I build apps with beautiful UX and UI, doing what I absolutely love, looking for internship opportunities. Okay, cool. Is opportunities written correctly? Okay, it is. Sorry, I thought that it wasn't written correctly, so sorry about that. And continuing, again here maybe I would prefer seeing an image of you, a photo of you, so I don't think that it's very hard to add it with, you know, some HTML and CSS. Okay, now I saw the comment that says, can you visit the e-commerce website too? Yes, sure. Okay, I've already clicked that one. Yep, it's this one, and I think that if you click on visit you can like see the whole project, which now seems to be something with React, and it's basically like this animation here. I think that this is actually a project from, let me remember, this project is from JavaScript 30. Now I'm forgetting the name of the instructor, but if you guys like remember the name of the instructor of JavaScript 30, come on, what is his name? Like JavaScript 30. Boss. I think his name is West Boss. Okay, yeah, that one, West Boss. So I think that this is actually a project from West Boss, because I have also done that thing. Like it was a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So actually, yeah, didn't remember that. Anyway, let's just keep going with those projects. We checked the About Me section, and now we have like another section. I guess this is the skills, but it's not written very well. It says stack that I have worked with or stack that I work with. I would prefer seeing here like a big title, something with skills. So maybe here after your About section, you could have here a skills section. Anyway, you have React, Node, JS, etc. and ready to craft meaningful digital experiences. Cool. Continuing, we have education and contact. The education is okay. For the contact, I would say that you can have like just icons, so an icon for GitHub, LinkedIn, Twitter, your email, and not just you know, like that. And here you also have resume, which I guess it can be clicked, and we are going to drive. Okay, I'm not going through that at the moment, but here my suggestion would be to just use the icons. It's faster, it's easier, and it's something that we are used to. And after all, you don't need also all this space down below. Okay, again, I just saw in the comments that somebody says, can you please review my resume web portfolio? Sure, I can do that. Just please check the description box, and there you will find a link. This link is for the Google form, so please fill that Google form, and you will have your review pretty soon, probably in a couple of days. Okay, now let's check it very quickly on a mobile phone. I've already checked it and I think that it looks okay. I don't have like any issue with the responsiveness. Everything looks fine. Something that I forgot to mention is that I like the big font size. I think that like a nice job has been done here. As I said before, I would prefer here to see skills with a nice big title, and that would be like better, at least for me. If you guys like have a different opinion, as always, feel free to comment below and I will do my best to check it. And yep, I think that's it for that website as well. Please stay with me as we have like one more website. And this one, it's the last one, and it's coming from Fabri. And as far as I understood, Fabri is a self-taught programmer or developer, and he like wants a general check of his project. Okay, now I see this was my portfolio. Yay! Okay, why didn't you mention anything? Okay, cool. You should have mentioned something so it could be like more interactive. Anyway, we have like one step code, computer science learning blog, and then we have posts and about. So we have like using functions in Python, published like then, and a more efficient Sudoku solver using Python. Cool, I like Sudoku. So in this project we are going to see some posts and an about section and nothing more. If I'm not wrong, this project is built like with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I mean, it's not a template, because a lot of people are sending me templates, so sometimes I feel like I'm reviewing other people's job and not the developer's job. Hi people in the comments, like nice to see you all here. Okay, cool. Yeah guys, cool. So I will continue with that project right here, and in a bit I will go back to the conversation and check your comments. So we have the posts, and let me click on one of the posts. I will go to the Sudoku one because I like Sudoku. And I don't know guys, do you play Sudoku? It's a really nice game and it actually helps with your memory, so I like to play that one. We have last week, so I guess that this should be last week, we saw how to implement Sudoku solver using Python. I'm not going to read everything here. In general, I'm going to say that I like the simplicity and the minimalism of that website. I like that I can only see like black and white or some great sage. I like that the code is well written and it's in a different blog, so I can immediately understand where is the code, where is the solution, the explanation, and everything like that. I would suggest you to keep the same style everywhere for the titles or the subtitles. For example, here you have the original solver, which sounds like a title, and here you have exponential complexity. Is this a subtitle? Is this another title? I'm not sure what. And then again you have the new algorithm, so probably you have like one title here and another title here, and this is something like a subtitle. Again, maybe you could play a little bit here. You could play a little bit more here with the font size, with the font family, with making something bold or italic and stuff like that, so it's easier for the other person to understand which is the title and which one is the subtitle. Okay, again I can see here the code and everything seems nice. And if we go to the end, we have published in programming. You can find the completely code of both solutions here. I would expect the last part to be a little bit like more bigger or bold, because probably the other person really wants to see the code, so really make that pop out, make that thing big, so the user will just see it and click on it. Okay, I like the structure. Again, here on the last part you have previous post, next post, and be the first to comment, okay, or maybe you could have this be the first to comment. We can leave a reply, so I will write here nice job, and we have name, email, website, etc. I'm not going, okay, let's do that as well. I'm not going to fill those things. And And we posted also a comment. Again, we can see be the first one to comment. I don't think that we should see that because now it should say something else. Oops, I didn't want that. Okay, I wanted that thing right here. Yeah, we still can see be the first one to comment, which is not true, because now there is already a comment. Anyway, let's check the about section very quickly. I'm not going to read everything, but in general I think that this person has done like a really nice job here in the about section, and I can see a lot of information. The only thing that I'm missing is a photo that I believe like it's really important, and the other thing that I'm missing is the social media links, information and stuff like that. So if you do add those couple of things, then I think that your website is going to be like even cooler. In a mobile form it looks okay, so good job there. But yep, I think that pretty much that's it. And now I'm checking, guys, the chat, so if you want to mention anything, I think that now it's the right time to do it, so you can chat a little bit more. Isn't there any Discord server? Sorry, I don't have yet a Discord server, but if I see that more people are interested about that, then I would like very gladly create one. I enjoy connecting with people. I like to interact, guys, with you, and I think that an easy way if you want to chat more with me is Twitter. But again, like if I see that more and more people are asking about the Discord channel, then like I would really gladly create something like that. So yeah, so it took me 2 months to make it. Yeah, Tanvish, I think that you did like a nice job, and if I knew that this was your project, like I would ask you to comment more, and if I had like, or if I didn't know anything, I would just ask you in the comments. I think that it would be easier, but all in all, you did a nice job, and thank you very much for the review. I hope I wasn't too hard on you. Okay, WordPress. Do you mean that this project that we were just watching is probably done through WordPress? I'm not sure. I wouldn't say so, because like this person told me it's a self-taught developer, so I would say that maybe it's not WordPress, but I'm not also sure. Okay, and I'm going to read the comment of Motivation Key Machine, which says, "Hi Lef, I saw you're doing challenges like 30 days of CSS. How you do those things? I mean, you came up with new ideas, design and code it every day. How beginners can persuade it?" Okay, so thank you very much for the question, and I hope that you're still here so you can get my answer. Actually, about 30 days of CSS, I haven't done that one. I don't think that this is a challenge, so maybe you mean 30 days, 30 sites, or you mean daily CSS images. Actually, just give me a second to open my Twitter, and I will show you what I mean. Now we can go to profile. Okay, so here I have an image with all my projects. Okay, so here are all of the challenges that I have done. Maybe you mean the 30 days and 30 sites. If I remember correctly, in that particular challenge, every day for 30 days an email was coming to me, and that email included a theme. So it was like build a wedding website, or build I don't know, a website for a soccer team or something like that. So for 30 days I always had something to code, and I didn't have to think about anything. But it was like a free thing. I could code with anything that I wanted. So I remember that it was only with HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and obviously JavaScript. And the same was for daily CSS images. This was a challenge that is 50 days. I think that so far, or like I think that now no one is doing that challenge. Like I did it in 2017. So for daily CSS images, as I said, it took me 50 days. to finish it. That's how the challenge was, and it was about CSS. So again, I didn't have to think of a theme because every day something new was coming to me by email. But obviously there are other challenges like the 100 days of code or the 301 days of code. That is a big one that I could do like whatever I wanted. And I remember that for 100 days of code, it was when I still was new to my career, so I really had so many things to learn, and I was trying every day to build a different projects. If I remember correctly, most of the stuff that I did was something about JavaScript. You can actually check my GitHub account. I have like everything there. But I remember that I was like truly passionate about learning, so maybe I was seeing some stuff in a tutorial and then I was trying to implementing them. Maybe I was watching a YouTube video and then again I would try to implementing something on my own. Then I would upload the code on GitHub. I would go on Twitter and ask people like what do they think about my project, so I would get some feedback and stuff like that. So I also did the same with 301 days of code, which was like again like a really nice experience. And overall, I would say that if you guys like want to improve, if you want to improve your coding skills, if you want to build a better portfolio, then like take a part on one of those challenges. Okay guys, do we have any other question? Okay, before we close for today, please don't forget to check the description box, and there you can find a way to participate with your own project or review. I hope that you liked this live stream, and I hope that you are all having a beautiful day. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see you really soon with new cool projects and ideas. Bye bye!